This is fight week for Beterbiev, Dmitry Bivol. Now, prediction video wise, that is going to come. I'm probably going to record that tomorrow. And elephant in the living room, obviously. Different surroundings. So, as many of you will know, before I get story time before we go into it. So, as many of you will know, I was saying that I was in the middle of a move to London, which I was. The original plan was to do it back in August. I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of that. If you want to find out the full ins and outs, go and have a listen to the proper podcast where I stood in front of Uncle P. You'll find out what went on there. But behind the scenes, let's just say behind the scenes, I've been working on getting back over here, getting set up, and in a place that I know will be, let's say permanent for the time being anyway. Let's say an extended vacation, more so, for the foreseeable. A place that will be good for the foreseeable. And I've got that. Now I know the bed is looking a bit, I literally just, I got here, well this is home. I got here, I bought some duvets and I just chucked them on. And I don't have a chair at the minute. So it will go from here to over there, which is near the window. Because I have a lovely desk, but lacking a chair. That's sort of that's a necessity for doing these videos. So that's coming. But we are here. We're here in London. We're in a flat. It's all good and it's lovely. I'm very happy with it. So that's the good news. In terms of the fight, and apologies, I have to have the window open because it's quite warm. So if you can hear like roadworks and stuff like that because it's on a busy street, apologies. It shouldn't pick up, but just in case. In terms of the card we have in Saudi Arabia this coming week. Now, the rumor mill is, and I think this is, if this is true, this just isn't right for me. But the rumor mill is that Chris Eubank Jr. is going to co-main. He's going to co-main Beterbiev versus Bivol. Now, as much as we're looking forward to Beterbiev versus Bivol, we all are. Sarah met and Chris Eubank Jr., no world title on the line. It's seen as a bit of a comeback fight. Well, it's a comeback fight, but it is really. He's been out of the ring for over a year. It's seen as a comeback fight for Chris Eubank Jr. It's seen as a bit of a gimme. Sarah met him every time he stepped up. He's not just lost, he's been annihilated. And I say annihilated, he's taken terrible beatings by Golovkin. It was a bad beating. He took a terrible beating against Munguia a couple of years ago. Now, Eubank, is he on that level? No, but I still think he's got enough freshness, and Sarah Metten's probably taking it, and Sarah Metten can punch as well. Never a big puncher. So this to me is a Eubank win written all over it. Now, why on earth is this co-main event, if in fact it is? And why on earth isn't Wadley versus Clark 2 co-main event? I know it's not for a world title, it's for a British title, but apart from the main event, what other fight on this card has the most fan intrigue? Obviously, it is going to be Wadley versus Clark. It's not just the fact that they're two heavyweights, it's the fact that the only fight they had, which was in March of this year, was flipping epic. People want to see the rematch. It's a main event show in of itself. It could do the O2, no questions asked. Ben Shalom, and he would do this because I wouldn't put anything past this guy, was talking about doing it on pay-per-view originally a couple of months ago, or not long after it happened. Now, Shalom, I wouldn't put it past him doing it. It's not that level of a fight. It's a good fight, but it's not that good. It should be co-main event. All right, if that's not co-main event, we've got something wrong. In terms of Chris Eubank Jr., I heard True Geordie say that basically he feels like it's last chance, and yeah, I think with Eubank, he's 35 years old now, and Eubank, even when he was in his mid-20s, you would look at Eubank Jr., you would say, well, he's improved, because when he turned over originally and he's fighting on some of those Channel 5 shows, he didn't look good. Like, you've seen Ty M. Boot outboxing Chris Eubank Jr., and that's not particularly good when Ty M. Boot was outboxing you, someone who never lived the life. And we know about Ty M. Boot now, but back then, he's never living the life. He improved leaps and bounds from that, but he really relied a lot on clever matchmaking, style-wise fights, because he loved pressure fighters, he loved landing the uppercut on them with the high guard and stuff like that. And I think he flattered to deceive an awful lot of us. He came short against Billy Joe. He came short again against George Groves. He beat a shot to bits James DeGale, who retired immediately after. And then he just went into obscurity, into darkness for the next couple of years. Lost to Liam Smith, had a good win out last time with Bomac in his corner. Now he's got another new trainer in his corner, and he's older now. This has all happened over the space of about 6 years. So they were probably his peak years that have been wasted. And what is he going to do now? The middleweight scene is not the strongest, but how is he even getting to that weight? Is he getting to it comfy? Is Sarah Metton a middleweight? Is he a super middleweight? I didn't actually check to see what weight this fight's going to be at. Could potentially be at super middleweight. I'm not too sure about that one. But even at super middleweight, like, what is he going to be? Canelo? I wouldn't pick him over Canelo. If some of those titles get vacant or stagnated, could he pick something up? Maybe. Eubank Jr. is under pressure, I think, in this fight, not just to perform, not just to win, but to perform well and to show people that he still has something. Because a lot of people are speculating that one of the reasons as to why the Conor Benn fight is still being mentioned is probably because Chris Eubank Jr. really wants that fight, because it's a big payday, it's a winnable fight, and he could probably take that fight and go straight to the bank with it. Same with Canelo. Probably doesn't have much ambition in actually chasing the main guys in the 160, 168 pound division. Then what's he doing? You know? So Eubank Jr., I think he's under pressure to perform in this fight. I think it's last roll of the dice. He's not going to get any better. I know he's changing all these trainers. Look, Joshua is the same age, 35 years old. Well, nearest makes no difference, 35 years old. I think he's 35 next week. I think he's 35 on Sunday, actually. Anthony Joshua, I think it's October 13th, thereabouts his birthday. And he's not going to get any better. So what's the point in him changing trainers? And Eubank saying, why are you changing trainers? You're not going to get any better. His athletic peak is well gone. And how is he going to look after a year of inactivity? And when he had inactivity in the past, from 2019, he missed the whole of 2020, came back in May of 2021, didn't look good at all against Marcus Morrison, of all people, a guy who's been stopped many a time at domestic level. The guy's been stopped at 154. You know? Actually lost the Tyen boot as well, Marcus Morrison, actually. I think that was Tyen boot's last professional, official win. So, yeah, I'm thinking Eubank has it all to prove in this fight. Frank Warren will be desperate to see him either struggle or lose, because he'll be there front and centre, absolutely desperate to see him lose, because he's not wrong. Conor Benn, he doesn't give a crap. So yeah, Eubank, is the pressure on? Do we even care at this point about Chris Eubank Jr.? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the video. It will change up. I'm not going to be sitting on a bed, because it's a bit of a downgrade. I know people didn't like the sofa or the armchair, and look, at the end of the day, I was just like, you know what, it's bought. I'll be moving out in soon or whenever. I can always, when I move back in, just replace the furniture whenever I move back in, but for now, just leave it. So now you get new scenery for the foreseeable. Let me know what you think. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button if you could, and subscribe. Peace.